It is 7 a.m. We are packed up and ready to go on our way to North Carolina to RTR Labs for the championship celebration. Woo!
Yeah!
Sunset, sunrise on the way to Wawa.
Your taillight's out, sir. Like, it's really out.
Talking about you.
I want pictures there. I want the pictures of the car there. Old people convention.
We stopped at Natural Bridge General Store to have a sandwich. How's your sandwich?
Delicious.
Chelsea will be here in a second. We didn't fill his car before he got here, so we can't stop here on gas. You know, that's how it works, you know. Champion or not, you gotta fill it up. There he is.
Horse chilling in the front yard.
Horsing around.
Oh my God, you're so cute.
Oh, those weren't horses.
They were donkeys.
I didn't even drive this fast on the way here. This would be way more fun.
Ooh.
few minutes, feel free to mingle. We have a restroom. Take a look around. Of course, the trophy wall. We have Chelsea's demo car there.
This is the first time we've opened. The lab looks a little bit different than it normally does. This is our showroom. There's a divider that will be going here, and basically people will be able to come in, check out our famous vehicles of our history, and see what's going on in the shop. This is the car that put me on the map with Mustang. This is the car that everybody in drifting laughed at me when I announced that I was going to be bringing a Mustang to Formula Drift. That year that we debuted it, I won the USA versus Japan, which was kind of like the shot heard around the world in the sport. And it was not just a huge thing for me, but it was a representation, in my perspective, of what passion and commitment can achieve. And this was huge for American drifting, period. And so I won the USA versus Japan in that. I won the 2007 World Championship in that car. And I won my first Formula Drift event in 2008 in that car. So very special car. This white car is our first ever production car. I got my first real contract with Ford in 2010 for motorsport. And in that contract, I got a lease vehicle. I wasn't in a position to be able to go buy new production cars and develop on them all the time. So I got that as my lease vehicle, and that's what we did all of our test fitting, all of our marketing, and basically went to market with. Our first vehicle was in 2012, and this is a 2011. So we got the 2011, right? Used it for marketing, and then eventually I bought it out of the lease because I got to have my first production car, right? Moving on over here, this is my 10th anniversary Spec 5. This is my personal car. I guess at some level they're all my personal cars, but this is a car that I treated myself to after winning the 2020 Formula Drift Championship and celebrating 10 years of what we've accomplished with RTR. You know, this brand for me just started as a passion. You know, I felt that Mustang was starting to lose relevance with my generation, and I wanted to be a part of showing Mustang in a new light for a new generation, and that's what started this company. And so getting 10 years from just an idea, this car, you know, to now being here was a big deal for me. So these are the first two cars that we used to launch the brand. So this is our first prototype that we ever built. I actually gave this car to my father, and before he passed away, he told me I had to keep it for my firstborn son. In parallel, we built the RTRC. I wanted to build something that had never been done before to wow and kind of bring RTR to the forefront, show our engineering, show our attention to detail, and show our vibe. We dropped about 500 pounds off the factory weight, and we used all of our molds from our 2010 competition cars. If you look at it close, you'll see every seam on the car, the carbon weave lines up. I was inspired by Pagani and their, you know, multi-million dollar Pagani Zonda, and I wanted to do the same thing. And so that's the kind of things that I see when I'm looking at cars, right? It's that attention to detail, and that's where we're at with RTR. And frankly, that's what makes us stand out, is the way that we do things, the way that we engineer, the way that we see things. And I think, you know, most people will agree when you see our creations, you haven't seen them before. They're different. It's a different perspective. And so, but not least, or definitely not last, but this is the RTRX. So for a lot of you that may know, we built the Unicorn for Ken Block. This is the Unicorn's older brother. Frankly, this is why Ken asked me to build the Unicorn. And this was a vehicle that we built with the video game franchise Need for Speed. They basically gave me carte blanche and a decent budget. So what I wanted to do was build a basically take this timeless body of the '69 Mustang, mesh it with my inspirations from European and Japanese car culture, and then make it to where you look at it and it looks very classic, but it's got modern technology. So, you know, you look at the 8-stack, right? You're like, oh, seen that before, you know, carbureted 8-stack, standard for a '69, and you pop the hood, fully fuel injected Coyote. Right, in 2011, this is when the Coyote came out. So back then it was, you know, wow, there's a Coyote in this thing. Now people make swap kits for it, you know. But, you know, a car that we're very proud of, that, you know, has been used and abused. If you look at the front windows all chipped from doing a video with Joey Logano a couple years ago. You know, we've drifted back roads with this thing. We've done a ton with it in the last 12 years. One of my favorite cars. It gets asked often to sell it, and it's not for sale.
Hey, Diesel. That's a good boy. Sorry, we were doing race car stuff.